Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I am here to review more Fairly Odd Parents, or as the Principal Wackaplass would say, woohoo! Or no, she would go woo, woo, or something. I don't know how she does it. But that's what she would say if she were doing this. But I'm here to talk about the Fairly Odd Parents. Lovestruck. This is gonna be this is a two-parter episode. This will not be the last time I do a two-parter episode. There's actually gonna be one in season 6. I'll warn you guys now, it's gonna be a long review because I'm gonna be covering a 3-part episode. So yeah, and they're all I think 40 something minutes long, I think. I haven't watched the episodes in a long time, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel kind of awkward the way I said that woohoo. I feel kind of awkward. But yeah, I'm here to review this. I gotta say too, before I get into this, I've been up like all night long. I was trying to go to bed around 1 last night, and I could not sleep. I just could not sleep. I kept trying to go to sleep, and for the life of me, I could not go to sleep. I think it was the heat and the storm. The storm and the heat kept me up. So, yeah, that was a freaking pain, honestly, and all that. But it was a pain, and all that, and yeah, I ended up finally going to sleep, but I slept until like 1 o'clock this afternoon because I fell asleep around 8. So yeah, I hate when that happens though. I really do. I hate when I am like half asleep, half awake. It just sucks. I'm sure you guys probably have dealt with that stuff too occasionally. But yeah, it just sucked that I had to deal with that and all that. But yeah, I don't know though. But yeah, I had a hard time going to sleep last night. So yeah, I'm doing better now. But I hope I can I hope I can go to bed earlier tonight because I'm trying to get back to my old sleep schedule after this 4-day weekend because it freaking sucked. I hate my brother Keegan so much. I really do. I don't like the way he treats me and stuff. He treats me like garbage all the time, and I hate it. So yeah, that's why I've been up late and stuff. I haven't mentioned that, but yeah, that's why. That way I don't have to deal with this drama as much in the weekends. But I didn't mean to stay up all night. That was one night I stayed up all night. I can't remember why. I stayed up all night. I think Sunday, or it was I think Saturday, or I think it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Saturday night into Sunday morning. I stayed up all night that night too. So yeah, so I'm kind of a little bit tired right now. So sorry about that, but yeah, but any further to do? Let's just get into the episode. It's already about the long introduction. I just, wanted to explain what was going on and stuff and all that. So, yeah. But Lovestruck is a season, it's a season 5 episode. I mean, season 3 episode. It's the 5th episode of season 3. But yeah, and fun fact, this episode, well, Cupid in general on the Fairly OddParents is voiced by Tom Kenny, so that's pretty good, I guess. Even though Cupid's not really my favorite character, I think he's an alright character. I don't really like him in this episode. I don't like him at all in this episode. I think there's like hit or miss episodes. There's another episode he'll appear down the road. I'm not going to be reviewing it, but it involves Timmy and Rinny Buxaplenty going back in time. I'm glad I pronounced that name right. Going back in time and grabbing items and stuff for Cupid, only for Cupid to reveal that it was their grocery shop. They were basically doing grocery shopping for him while he should have been doing it instead. So, yeah. So Cupid's kind of been hit or miss, honestly. But I don't really like him as much in this episode. I don't really like him. I don't like it how cartoons tend to, in general, not just the Fairly OddParents, but in general, decide to like force people into relationships. I hate that concept. I really do. The whole point of Valentine's Day and and love in general is you should be choosing who you want to be with. You shouldn't be forcing yourself for other people to be your Valentine's Day. That's what basically the whole point of Cupid is. He's a freaking character on the Fairly OddParents, basically, that forces people to fall in love. So yeah. And basically, he tells. Whoops, hold on. But he tells Timmy that he has an arrow for him, and he gets to choose. Not Timmy, but Cupid himself gets to choose, who is Valentine's Day. It turns out it's Tootie, the stalker. Yeah, I don't like Tootie, honestly. Tootie's not my favorite on this show. I don't really like her as much. She's alright, but I don't find her that interesting of a character. I don't like how she constantly stalks Timmy and stuff all the time and stuff, and basically, yeah, she stalks Timmy, and apparently Cupid's gonna force Timmy to in a relationship with Tootie, even though Timmy does not want that, and I'm just like, I don't really like that, and so basically he tries to convince Trixie with the musical, which is, by the way, the musical is pretty good. I think it's good. I don't think it's fantastic, because again, the whole concept with this episode, which I'll be getting into in a second, but I'll get into the whole concept about that in just a second, but I want to talk about the song. The song basically, goes nowhere, and Trixie ends up pulling Timmy, with the, I guess a cannibal thing, or not a cannibal thing, I mean like a trapped thing or something, and launches him in the air and stuff, so yeah, but that leads to Timmy wanting the girls gone, and that's where the biggest problem with the episode comes in. The biggest freaking problem. The joke is girls like flowers and ponies and shopping, while men like sports and women hate sports and stuff. So I'm just like, that's so stupid. Because there's probably men out there that like shopping for clothes and stuff, and there's women out there that like, like sports. This is just so stupid that they do this. And the Fairly OddParents always portrays this. This is one of the weak points of this show, in general. This show tends to like make women smart people and men idiots. But it's just stupid. It really is. And it's freaking, that's the whole joke of the episode. It's the whole joke of it. Basically just constant jokes about men. Oh, men are gross and disgusting and burp and fart and all that. And women are supposed to be these pretty gals who think their husbands and boyfriends and boys in general are just annoying and aggravating that won't shut up half the time. It's freaking so stupid. I'm not gonna lie, they really say that in the episode. When they're trying to figure out what's missing, they bring that crap up all the time. It's freaking frustrating as hell. This freaking episode is freaking frustrating. It's just a freaking waste of time is what it is. And I tell you, if that's not what makes this episode bad, I'll tell you what makes this episode bad. The ending. The ending is what freaking destroys this episode. You know how Timmy said he did not want to be with Tootie, you know, because of course Tootie's a stalker who stalks Timmy all the time. At the very end, you could argue, well, he technically chose to, you know, stick himself with an arrow and stuff. You know, with an arrow and stuff, and that's okay because he's with, you know, Tootie, and they're both happy. Well, the freaking message is of the episode is that if you don't like someone, you have to be with them. That's the freaking whole joke of the whole message of the end of the episode. And that freaking right there puts this episode in bad. This episode is definitely bad. Probably so far, the worst one I've reviewed so far, maybe. I can't remember what season 2 had in store, but for a bad episode, but this one might be the worst one. Not because it's a 2-parter and it takes up more time. It's because it's freaking a mess. It's a freaking pile of junk. It's a freaking pile of useless Valentine stuff that's freaking on the streets and freaking just a pile of junk. I know that doesn't make much sense, but that's basically what this freaking episode is, a pile of junk. And I freaking just hate how they portray women and men, and I hate how the episode ends with Timmy basically being with Tootie and stuff, and I hate that because Timmy doesn't want to be with Tootie, and yeah, you could argue that he chose to be with her at the end. It doesn't make up for the fact that the episode, you know, has no really reason for, you know, he just saw Tootie crying at the end and basically forced himself to be in a relationship. Because that's fine, you know. If someone's crying and stuff, you know, whether if it's a boy or a girl, and they're crying because they can't be with you, you gotta freaking force yourself by sticking yourself with a love arrow and forcing yourself to be in love with someone. That's just horrible advice. That's horrible, you know, a horrible lesson at the end. It freaking just sucks, and I hate it so much. I really do hate it. I hate it. I do. I absolutely just despise that ending. It's probably one of the Fairly OddParents' more weaker endings. And yeah, there'll be one of the episodes in season 6 will be an FU to the audience in a way. I think it'll kind of be an FU to the audience, but I'll be reviewing that one down the road. Even that ending is not as bad as this one. Now in season 5, there will be an episode I'm going to be reviewing that's actually going to be pretty bad too, and it might be worse than this, but I don't know. It just basically gives you a horrible message at the end, and I just do not like this episode. I really don't. I liked it when I was younger, but after seeing people review it, well, actually, I kind of had problems with it even when I was younger, but now that I've seen people review it and stuff, this is one of the few episodes, you know, or reviews in general, where someone reviews something and I actually turn on their side instead of sticking to my own. There's quite a bit of unpopular opinions, in my opinion, with episodes and stuff. So like Ugg from SpongeBob, you got Ugg and Atlantis Scorpantis and Shrek the Third and stuff, and a lot of Illumination films are all unpopular opinions of mine. But this is probably the first thing I'm reviewing here, like in general, where where my opinion actually changed to from good to bad just from watching reviews of this episode. And it wasn't even bad originally. I had problems with it, but it was originally, you know, good. But now I just hate the episode. If it comes on Valentine's Day, I'll probably skip it. I really will. Because basically the whole point of the episode, again, is just, the point of it is men are gross and disgusting, and women are freaking, are obsessed with beauty, and think their husbands and other boys are freaking annoying. So, yeah, it's just freaking stupid. It really is. It's so stupid. And I know a lot of people have already talked about this episode, but I figured I can review it just because, you know, why not? And, Now I gotta say though, I do like the women's world. I like the way it looks and stuff. It looks pretty good. Yeah, kind of. When I watched the Fairly OddParents, I thought about this when I was bringing up this sleep thing a few minutes ago. Where I was like up all night because I was thinking I was watching before I went to bed last night. I was watching how the world used to be different and stuff. And all that, like when mammoths and stuff were around, I look at the Fairly OddParents and think about that all the time, like just how creative a lot of these worlds are. That when Timmy makes a wish or something, it creates all these great worlds, and it's really good. I know a lot of people don't think the show is very funny, but that's the thing. If you want comedy, the Fairly OddParents is probably not the best show for you. I go to this show not for the comedy. I go to this show for not the comedy, but more so the overall looks and feels to these episodes, and then different ways, the different effects the wishes make that Timmy makes all the time. So yeah. And not every episode they change the world, but a lot of them they do, and they do a pretty good job. Here it's kind of split. While the male side looks freaking gross and disgusting, the female side actually looks very pretty and stuff. But I don't know though. I don't really know. I don't know. But I mean, like I said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a score. And then I'll finish talking about what I want to talk about. Because I think this concept is very handled poorly, I think I'm going to give it 26 points. That's right, 26 points. This is getting 26 points because although, I think the episode does things very poorly with executing genders and stuff, and the ending's really bad. I think the songs are pretty good, and I do like the way the women, well, the men's songs sucks, but I like the way the women's world looks and stuff. I think it looks pretty nice and stuff, but in general, I don't think this episode is very good. I don't think there's a lot to go back to, honestly. If you want to watch a Valentine's episode on Nickelodeon, I would suggest watching. I would watch, SpongeBob instead, because they do a better job there than they do here. And I know Patrick in that episode's kind of annoying and stuff, where the way he goes insane and becomes a maniac, but that one's more excusable because he feels like he's not being loved by SpongeBob because, everyone else is getting gifts and Patrick, he did overreact, but people do that all the time. You can relate to that. So, yeah, but here it's not like that at all, Men and women both can like similar things. It doesn't matter what gender you are. That doesn't, make you not like something that they don't like, but I don't know though. But yeah, I don't know though. But yeah, I gotta say too, before I let this go, I figured because I'm talking about this episode, I'll bring up this now in school, back when I was in school, I actually dealt with, because I'm, kind of bisexual and stuff. I think I'm bisexual. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. I can't keep track of these different gender fluid, bisexual and all that. But when I was in school, I actually due to my gender fluidness, I had a really hard time. One girl, I actually, half of me had feelings for her while the other half didn't, and it led to a lot of drama and stuff. And yeah, well, her name was Caitlin, and we're no longer friends because it's kind of my fault and kind of isn't. I mean, what ended up happening was with school and stuff and all that, and I I had, problems fighting my hormones and stuff. Really, it was getting pretty bad and stuff. I thought about leaving school too. It got so bad, but I stuck with school and kept going through because I was gonna do it at home, the rest of it at home originally. So yeah, but I do miss her. I mean, I don't want to be her. That was all the other side of me. I don't really want to be her. I don't want to date her or anything. I'd rather be friends with her. It just sucks. The freaking hormones and stuff screwed everything up in school. It does. But that's the problem with me being bisexual and stuff. It's really hard. It really is. And I hate it so much. I really do. I wish my mind could just make up what it wants to be, instead of going back and forth all the time. But I don't know. Anywho, I'm sorry I brought that up. I figured I'd just bring that up, just because, it's and talking about Valentine's and stuff, and figured, why not talk about that, It's kind of like, the president episode on the Family Guy. I talked about that and stuff, and that was unrelated to, what I was talking about too. I don't normally talk about politics on my channel, but that was a politic episode. That's why I talked about it, So that's kind of what this will be too. So I won't be bringing this up too much, but yeah. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, before I go, I should probably also ask, this is a comment question too. What do you guys like about Valentine's Day? These are for the people who actually care for the holiday. I'm one of the people who cares about it, but I don't really like dating anybody, so yeah. What is your guys' favorite part of Valentine's Day? Is it the romance? Is it the candy with the messages on it? Is it the heart-shaped Reese's? I gotta say my favorite is probably the candy with the messages on it, because I really like that. It's really good, and the messages are also not the messages. The Reese's I like the peanut butter full of peanut butter. I like all the peanut butter and stuff inside of it because when you get regular Reese's, they don't have a lot of peanut butter in them. But when you get the holidays shaped ones, like the Christmas trees, the pumpkin, the eggs, and the heart ones. The heart ones are actually pretty hard to find. I found some of them, but not as much as the others. But yeah, basically, yeah, I think the white chocolate ones are the best. But I think the heart candy things are better. The messages on them, they're much better. They taste better. Well, I don't think they taste as good, but they're still better, and they're harder to come across than the other Reese's because they're only around Valentine's Day. So yeah, I heard they actually discontinued that candy for a little while, but they brought it back. So yeah. But tell me what you guys think about it. Also, if you guys also think this is another thing. If you guys think you like Valentine's Day because of the decorations and stuff, please let me know down in the comments below for the comment question. And if you guys don't like Valentine's Day, you can also let me know about that too down below. Anyway, see you guys later. I gotta make my brats. I'm behind on schedule. Sorry, but I am. Because I, was up all night and stuff. So see you guys later. This is Dash Show Rose. Have a wonderful day and enjoy July, because today's the first day I think of July. So enjoy that today. Anywho, bye.